All right, I'm gonna review the Santa Morte Tarot. Santa Morte. Santa Morte. I don't speak Spanish, so if these aren't Spanish, I apologize in advance. I don't even have a rudimentary understanding of Spanish. Wish I did. Okay. So this is like, it looks like sugar skulls. Day of the Dead sugar skulls. I don't really know. On the back. All right. So these are in English. So this is the world. And this has a death theme or a macabre theme because there is a skeleton with a scythe sitting on a globe for the world. So this is a very specific deck. Judgment, and that is number 20. And you have a skeleton, a winged skeleton with a insect head, and then some skeletons, and then a skeleton in a coffin, and that's Judgment. And there's 4 skeletons in front, so maybe that's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. I don't know. And then the sun, and it's 2 skeletons playing a guitar, and then the sun, which is a skull. The moon, which is a half moon, and a lady with her open, a lady doing jazz hands at the moon. And the star, which is it looks like a Mesoamerican skeleton that is half submerged in water. And that is the star. And I don't understand the symbolism, but it is a pretty card. The tower, which is sort of like that artist who does stairs that go upside down and backwards. I don't know that. The optical illusion artist, that's what this card reminds me of. The devil, which is a skeleton of a horned skeleton with like a little skeletons at the bottom. Nuclei or whatever they call those. I don't know. Temperance, which is a female skeleton with mixing fluid from her chalice with a step pyramid from, I don't know, Chichen Itza. I don't know. I really like Mexican pyramids. I think they're very impressive. I'd like to see them one day. All right, the Fool. There's no dog in this one. He's got an ankh in the back. And so I don't know why they have an Egyptian ankh in this. Maybe it's not an ankh. I don't know. The Chariot. The Lovers. So these are all skeleton themed. The Hierophant, and he looks like he's using the so above, so below, as above, so below. And then he's got one hand on a blanket at a Ouija board. The Emperor. The Empress. I think if I had done this deck, I would have done the Popus, which is the original Empress, is the Popus. I think. Or maybe that's the high priestess. High priestess is the popus. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. Now I'm questioning myself. The magician, and he's got tools of the trade, but they are not the ones you would expect. So they've got the accoutrements on the table, but they're not. They don't represent the different suits of the minor arcana, which is weird. Okay, strength is number 8, so this is a RWS style deck. And skeleton is wrestling I'm not going to say his name because someone told me you're not supposed to say the name, but if you know, you know who that he's wrestling with. It starts with the letter Q. The Hierophant, which is kind of interesting. There's some kind of weird things going on there. I don't know if you can make it out. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice is number 9 in this deck. The Hanged Man, which is kind of modern art looking-ish. Santa Muerte, and that's 13. And then the rest is the minor arcana, which is, they're kind of good. Swords. I like this deck. I like this card. Reminds me of that movie, Return of the Night of the Living Dead. Ones that they could still talk. Swords. So I'm not going to show all of the swords. I'll show some of them. Swords, and then the cups. The 5 of Cups. Looks like a maze for his hat. 4 of Cups. Page of Cups. I don't really like themed decks because then you lose it, they sacrifice symbolism for aesthetics. So everything's a skeleton, everything's a clown, everything's whatever the theme is. Everything's a Batman related, whatever. So these are wands. So they do the wands. Let's see if they use coins. Oh yeah, these pentacles. So the final suit is pentacles. Pentacles. More pentacles. I keep seeing butterflies too in this. So, and then you see the clock. You see that in a lot of tattoos. Clock. All right, so that's the Santa Muerte Tarot. Book of the Dead subtitle. The card stock is a little flimsy. I think if you like the art a lot and you like Day of the Dead and you like that theme, these would be okay. The images didn't really stand out. The symbolism didn't really match what I know. But I think these would be an okay deck for someone who likes Day of the Dead stuff a lot.